All right, folks, today we're diving into a fascinating journey through the history of educational technologies. We're calling it From Cave Paintings to Cloud Classrooms. It's wild to think how far we've come. Picture this: ancient times, gathering around a fire, sharing stories. By around 3000 BCE, though, the invention of writing changed the game drastically.
Wait, did they really just sit around fires? That's kind of amazing. I mean, can you imagine the teacher just telling stories and, everyone just hanging on to the words? Laughs.
Exactly. Those early teachers had to captivate their audience without any visuals. It was all about rhetoric and memory. But fast forward to the medieval period, and suddenly we have manuscripts, beautifully crafted texts appearing across Europe. Picture monks painstakingly copying texts by hand.
Whoa, that sounds intense. How long would it take to write a manuscript? Would they have had any breaks? And, did they ever make mistakes?
Oh, they absolutely made mistakes. Imagine writing a whole page, realizing you misspelled a word. Frustrating. And it took months, sometimes years, to create a single manuscript. But then came the print revolution. In the 15th century, Johannes Gutenberg's printing press. Now that was a technological marvel. It didn't just speed up the process. It made books available to the masses, promoting literacy and education.
Oh, wow. So everyone's just reading now? That's, kind of like social media today, right? Your posts can reach thousands within minutes? Laughs.
Exactly. It democratized knowledge, leading to the Reformation and Enlightenment. People started prioritizing personal study and critical thinking thanks to printed materials. Fast forward to the industrial age. Enter the blackboard. This simple tool transformed classrooms, allowing teachers to present ideas visually.
I can't picture what classrooms were like before that. Was it just people sitting around with scrolls? That's kind of chaotic.
Right? Imagine the noise. But when projectors and correspondence schooling came along, education started to become more structured. It laid the groundwork for what we see in distance learning today. And then we hit the early 20th century. This was where audiovisual aids exploded. Radio and film transformed lessons. Think about listening to a lesson while being swept up in visuals.
Whoa, that's like combining movies with class, like watching an educational documentary, instead of, just reading a boring textbook. Laughs.
Absolutely. And B.F. Skinner's teaching machines introduced this immediate feedback loop. You got instant results, just like video games today. But then, in the 60s, we saw the onset of the computer age. Computers in universities. It was a total game changer.
So people were just using these massive machines to learn? Did they have to, program them all themselves?
Yes, they had to get their hands dirty with coding. But as microcomputers emerged, we saw computer-assisted instruction become a reality, laying the groundwork for educational software we use today. Fast forward to the 90s, the internet revolutionized how we access information. Online courses, MOOCs, they became a staple.
Wow, that sounds like a sci-fi movie. But, did schools really embrace that change quickly? Or was there resistance?
Oh, there was definitely resistance. Many traditionalists were skeptical. But as classrooms got smartboards and digital projectors, it became undeniable. Collaborative learning was here to stay. Now, with the mobile and cloud-based learning revolution in the 2010s, we've made it possible to learn anywhere. That's when gamification and VR started creeping into education.
Wait, so I can learn history while using virtual reality? That's like being in a time machine. How do you even recreate a historical event in VR? Laughs.
Great question. They create detailed simulations to help students experience history firsthand, not just reading about a battle, but feeling as if you're in the middle of it. Fast forward to now. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated this transition into remote learning, right?
Oh yeah, I can totally see how that changed everything. But what does digital literacy and equity look like in education now?
Well, it's all about ensuring everyone has equal access to these tools, like finding ways for students in rural areas to access the same resources as those in urban centers. We're also discussing the ethics around AI integration in education. It's a delicate balance.
Wow, this is just like some epic journey through time, and we're still in the thick of it. It's crazy how all of this is evolving, laughs.